Welcome to Gail's Garden Herbs and More. And this is really funny. Do you see that roll top desk? I've wanted one all my life and picked that up for a little or nothing. And it's cherry and oak wood, very well made. It's not one of the huge, great big ones. It's a small one, which is perfect for me. And I got that little stand to the right, but my little plant there looks a bit pathetic. I need to do some trimming and get it to bush up around the pot more. But I am just so excited to share some of the finds in the last 2 weeks that I've found. It's just been unbelievable. And then now listen to this. I'm in my bedroom. That's where I have it, and it fits great right there. But anyway, what I had thought, I was laying in bed last night thinking how I wanted to present this video because I couldn't sleep. And the verse that was coming to my mind was about, all blessings come from the Father of lights or the Father above. I can't remember exactly how it's quoted. But it was so funny because I sit down this afternoon to have some tea and some healthy cookies. Although they did have sugar in them. But no, there was no flour. They're made out of coconut. So I was a good girl. But anyway, kind of. It did have sugar. But the tea was good with no sugar. So anyway, that verse was in my mind. Now, this is the truth. But I sit down to have some tea and cookies before I came in here to film. And I was watching Whippoorwill Holler. And Mr. Brown he ended his video with that verse. Now, that's really strange because that's the same day they did that they posted that. I don't know if it's the same day they did it, but the same day they posted. And I had been laying there contemplating that verse because it just seems like the Lord has really blessed me in different things. And it's just material things, which the most important are your spiritual. But I'm thankful for even the material blessings that I get. So anyway, let me go ahead. One of the biggest things that I found that I'm so excited because all my life I've wanted a roll top desk, at least for long as I can remember. Maybe as a kid I didn't know what it was, but let me show you the inside. Okay, it's made out of cherry and oak wood. It's well made, and I need to get some oil and oil it down though to preserve the wood. Okay, so I have these little compartments, these little shelves. And I'm not done filling it. And then there's even a little drawer, which I'm excited about. And then right here, there's this. So I could be laying my, maybe my herbal first aid down, writing some stuff, taking some notes, or my Medica media up here. And just over here, I can write and I can have my book laid out here. I mean, it's perfect. It's just wonderful. Like I said, I still need to polish it up and give it a little going over, but I am so excited. And this wasn't the only thing I was blessed with. So much, even little things. Look at this. This is engraved. I guess it's a letter holder, but I just love the woodwork on it and the scenery on it. And so I thought, well, I could put stamps in there or little things, whatever. And then I got this little, it's really, I don't think it's a plant holder. It's a knick-knack holder, but I have a special thing so my plant can't drip over. And the Charlie plant there doesn't take a whole lot. But that's real wood. It's not laminated. It's a nice wood, not scratched up. Got it for a little or nothing at the same place. I mean, this was just awesome. And this is not all. I've got other things too. Let's go look at some more awesome things. Now, this I found at a thrift store, and a few things. I found at a thrift store up in the mountains, and then some of my stuff I found the week before down here in the valley at a yard sale where a gal's grandma had passed away, and she was getting rid of some of her stuff. So let me just show you some other things that I feel I was blessed with. Oh yeah, before I go, I got this chair because it fits underneath and I have a little bit of trouble pushing it in and out because I've got this very old, this is over 30 years old, sewing box that I have. It's tucked there. They both fit, but kind of snug. But someone redid this cushion on the chair, and yeah, and then it's a little wooden chair. It's wonderful. It's perfect. It fits. It matches. Great. That's a blessing too. Okay, now I got this cleared out, this section here, but I'm going to hang up my sign here, and I have several of these little fruits. And then I found this cookie jar, and I need to get it cleaned up. And there was this big thing that matched it that I'd probably never use. I was going to get it anyway, but I really don't have a lot of room in here, so I didn't get it. But if you'll notice my little sign, which I got that, and the little fruits, I've got some more I've got to dig out, have them put away. But I just loved it. I used to have it all up on my wall, but that got changed and I moved my piano in. It was the only place I could put my piano, so I've had nowhere to put it. But I'm going to fix up this little area because my cookie jar matches it. But I just love stuff like this. It's just awesome. But what I also found, and I wished you could handle and see this, this was one of the things that the girl was selling that her grandma had passed, and I would cherish. This is a heavy brass. It is very nice. This is not a cheap made thing, and I don't know how old it is, but somebody didn't use it because there's not a speck of coffee grains in there. And you open it up here and put your coffee grains in, and you can feel it. You can even hear the little spring in there. But you put them in here and grind them, and they come down through. And what I'll probably do, your little drawer here, is I'll probably line that or something if I decide to use it. But if the electricity goes out, I can grind coffee beans or spices, or I'd probably just use it for coffee. I don't drink a lot of coffee, but I do like a little bit. Coffee's actually, I only drink organic, but it is actually good for you if you only have 2 to 3 cups, no more, a day. I don't even drink that much. I usually drink one good-sized one in the morning, and I have a secret I'm going to tell you in another video that another thing I invented, but it's wonderful. It turned out perfect. Some of my experiments don't turn out, but I'll share that in another video, what I do with my coffee. Something amazing you'd never dream of. Okay, let's go on. I'm not done yet. As I was walking out here, I just noticed a little zinnia coming up, probably from seeds from last year, because I had zinnias growing here last year. Amazing it's made it through all the traffic walking through here. But let's go on. I digress. Now you're going to see 2 things in this picture. Actually, let me back up. I've shared with you my wine barrel in the front. For Mother's Day, my daughter and granddaughters and son-in-law got me another wine barrel. But back behind it, do you notice this? This is cast iron. This was the gal's grandma's too, and I cherish it. But there's more to it. Oh, just had to share my hibiscus bloom. Oh, and in a mountain flea market, I picked up a couple of mortgage lifter tomatoes too. Just was hardly nothing. Up in the hills, they don't charge a whole lot for their stuff. But it's a wonderful little way up in the hills and not a whole lot of traffic, but there was actually several vendors for that little, it's like a little farmer's market, flea market thing. They even have a little stand where musicians can get up and play. Really cool. I had a wonderful day. The last 2 Saturdays have been awesome. I've been up in the hills going to these old thrift stores and flea markets and little cafes tucked in the hill. Oh, the last 2 Saturdays have just been awesome. And out in front, I wish you could feel this. These feel better than velvet. There was all these plants with these pretty little flowers. And I said, that's lamb's ear. I just bet you that's lamb's ear. So I went in and asked the lady, and she didn't know, and she asked the other lady who I guess runs the place, and she said, yeah, that's lamb's ear. They had it all over. I said, do you mind? I said, I'll even pay you for it. Can I have a couple plants? She goes, oh, come here. Let me show you something. She took me around back to the side, and they had a huge patch of it around there. She goes, it's just taking over. Take as many as you want. And she brought me out a little cardboard little with low sides and paper towels she laid in there for me, and she goes, take as many as you want. So I grabbed a little handful and brought them home. I just have them in here until I can get them planted where I want. But anyway, I'm excited. I've never grown lamb's ear before, but I love just feeling it. If for nothing else, I just love feeling. But we'll talk more about lamb's ear later. Kind of looks like lamb's ear almost, but it sure, I love to just sit and feel it. Now, I don't think I've said anything in my videos, but I'm sure this has been in a couple of my videos. This is the two side pieces, I guess, to the bed. These are made out of cast iron. They're heavy. These were really heavy for me to get in my car, out of my car, and drag them down here to my garden. It took all I had to get these down here. They're a lot heavier than the headpiece is, but it doesn't have as much wrought work on it. Now there's little holes that I covered with tape. You can see when I get up close, but at a distance you don't really notice it that much. And I did that to keep the wasp and stuff out of it. But yeah, I just love it. It's different. Different than this one that my son got it. He cleans up places sometimes and stuff and got these head and boards and bottom ends, and he gave me this one here. Now it's a thinner, it's not cast iron, it's lighter. I don't know what it's made out of, but it's not cast iron, but it works as a nice little trellis too. I'm loving these wine barrels so much that something occurred the other day and I got a little bit of money, so I went out and bought a couple more wine barrels. And I'm going to plant in one of those 2 mortgage lifter tomatoes. But what I'm going to plant in the other one... Okay, you say, well, that's just a sweet potato, Miss Gail. No, it's not just a sweet potato. When you cut this open, I bought 3 of them. They're organic. It is a beautiful, brilliant purple. And it tastes so good. And I thought, oh, I want to grow these. I've got both of my containers are growing with the regular orange ones. But I love the purple because, you know, that's really good for your health. The more color you get, the better you are. And even the orange ones are good for you too. But I thought the purple would even add some more to it. So I said, I know it's kind of late in the year, but I'm going to get these last 2 purple ones. I've got another one over in the windowsill, and I'm going to go put this back. But, yeah, I said I'm going to get these rooted and get some little sprouts coming off and then plant these. So I'll probably plant these in the other wine barrels, what I'm thinking right now. But, I mean, it's just been, and I've never seen those before. I've never seen any sweet potatoes like that. But I just keep running into blessings the last couple of weeks, which is really good because I could kind of get down a little bit as far as everything being so dry here. We've not had rain forever, it seems like, and the ground, yeah, it gets dry here and hot, but not in early May, and it's been like this. And my trees, just the trees, I say my trees, I live here, but I don't own it. But I take care of them best I can. But yeah, my trees are just dying. Most of them are like that on the fruit trees. The olive trees seem to be doing fine. It just seems to be the more delicate fruit trees. And my big, huge, beautiful artichoke plant that I had that surpassed over these little spindly things just died with artichokes on it all at once. It was just dead and shriveled, and I was giving it water, and the bugs had attacked it I'd never seen. These are the little ones, and they don't look too good either, but I didn't cut them out yet. And just so much, it's just been terribly, terribly dry. Very, very dry. So yeah, I had put a video out about it on my Rumble channel, and someone had commented on there, you know, mulch, which I do a lot of mulching, but then I can't, I had some around one plant, I just took it all out because I can't adjust I can't see what's going with the dirt or feel as well. I always have to dig through it, and and I'm being attacked by so many bugs I've never seen before, and the earwigs are terrible, and I know earwigs can be beneficial in some regards, because they eat aphids, but they also eat your plants. If you get too many of them, they can cause a lot of damage. But I've had a lot of these little buggers come in that's helping. See my little ladybug there? And I'm hoping some more beneficial insects. I haven't seen my praying mantis yet this year, but they may not have hatched yet. I don't know. I just haven't seen them yet. Usually I see little babies everywhere, but this year I just haven't seen them. I don't know what happened, but I think it's still a little early. But you know, I was getting kind of like, man, it's just been a struggle to keep my plants alive. And I had a squash plant, a zucchini of all things. It just died for no reason. And I could just go on and on. And, but God is just on top of it. Whatever the cause or the reason for all this, it's like God has just said, well, here, I'm going to bless you with some other things. And I know I'll be okay. I'll keep working at it. It was hard last spring with some stuff, too. We've had some rough, no weather here, just hot weather is all we've had for the last 2 years. And it's okay because I know I'm in God's hand no matter what happens. And I was just thinking about my desk and all the wonderful blessings He's blessed me with, I was able to get. And how God just blesses His children. Well, He blesses us all, everyone, because the rain falls on the just and the unjust. But anyway, I just leave you with all that. I wanted to share some of the good blessings that I had been blessed with. And that doesn't always happen like that. You're lucky to find one of those things in 5 years. Or longer. And it just seemed like I was blessed with several all at once. So thank you, Lord, and thank you to you all for watching. Give me a thumbs up, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you. Bye now. Oh, see, there's always a little bit on the end after I say bye. I just wanted to say sometimes these videos are, I do them, I make the videos, and then I schedule them, so they may not be out for a week or two from when I schedule them. Sometimes I will just put them right up the day that I make them, but a lot of times I'm scheduling them out. So today is May 16th. So anyway, just leave you with that. I'll be doing another garden tour. Eventually I want to get a few more things done for, and then I'll do maybe a late spring garden tour because I'm having changes all the time. As I was talking and then pausing the video and walking to another place to talk about another thing, I was saying, oh, I'd like to share that with them. Look at this. I want to wait to, there's always things going on, like my valerian blooming and stuff like that. But anyway, now this time I will say goodbye. Bye now.